What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Future Revolution. So today we basically got our update notice that is going to occur at 6/8. So there's a little bit of information that you need to be aware of in order to prep for the update, because there's going to be some I guess there's going to be some changes. I like that the way that some resets that are going to need to happen. So it's weird because they're calling this the second week of June update notice, and the main thing that you need to be aware of is that battle challenges will reset at the battle challenge will reset at the end of this update. So basically there's going to be the weekly reset and there's going to be the rewards, because one of the improvements that is being made is that instead of having the 35, we're now going to push to 40. So the Lian's contribution for this is not going to reset, but the rewards can be claimed after the menu maintenance. So okay. They're just weird with their shit. They should have just aligned the update for a different day or for whichever, so that way they could stop avoiding these things. So let's get into the update notice in itself, the maintenance notice that they have listed. So it's going to start tonight at about 22:30 or 11:30. So it's starting before the actual reset time, the nightly reset time. So you want to make sure that you get in there, because I think normally the reset time is like 1 o'clock Eastern time, but it's going to reset at 11:30 tonight, or 10:30, excuse me. 10:30 tonight. So make sure you get everything done before then, so that way you can jump in. All right, so the battle challenge, that is going to have a reset. The weekly ranking reset is going to happen. So there is also going to be a new reward that's going to be added to special operations called an Unrefined Core. Okay, basically just look at as unrefined cores are probably going to be the new item that they're going to be basically selling along with battle core essences, or whatever the hell they call it at this time. So let me explain. We'll get into that note here in a second, right? So there's also going to be a special compensation reward that's going to be given to celebrate the change costume stats and change Omega car stats. So if you created your squad before the maintenance, then you'll receive a 6-star stat change selection box, and you select either the costume stat change module or the 6-star Omega stat change card. So then what we have coming up is they're going to give the fixes for the Omega pass. That's there. Next up, we have the new Omega base. So interestingly enough, is the Omega base is going to be where we feature this new core booster system. I fucking know, man. Like, this is so stupid. You know, the funny part is, I don't even want to read through all of this because it's just silly. It's a whole lot of rigmarole in order to get to the fact that they could have just increased the draw rates or the probability rates inside of the core booster system, which are abysmal right now. It's pretty much like 100% guaranteed at tier 1. Then, like, as you go up, by the time you get to tier 5 or tier 4, it's less than like 30%. So the rates are terrible. Just improve the rates. Instead of that, they adding in this new core booster XP with Rocket Raccoon requesting you items that can be upgraded to tier 30 depending on the tier of the booster set, and they're basically going to give you core booster essence that's going to apply the booster rate, and you can extract that essence from 3-star or higher battle badges. Why the hell you would extract that from potential reports, I have no clue, but yes, you get potential reports can be extracted starting from core. Like, the whole system just sounds terrible. Like, that's the truth of the matter. Like, when we come over here and we look at this core system inside the game, the things that we were asking for, the things that we've complained about, is literally the probability rate. Why the probability rate is as low as it is when I go to combine cores. So for instance, if I'm here at stage 5 and I want to combine cores, that probability rate is literally a 10% chance. It's a 10% chance at succeeding at tier 5 to tier 6. That means it's one in a, like, it basically might as well be 1 in a million at that point to get a 6-star core. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely terrible. So the best way to do that would have been to increase that core percentage to something like 30. All right, because realistically, nobody's combining 1-star or 2-star cores because nobody's equipping 1-star or 2-star cores. So giving me 100% success chance on a 1-star or 2-star core doesn't really help. It doesn't really help. And now you're adding in a new monetized system that's, we all know what's going to happen. I mean, you already monetized expedition guides. You already monetized training time tickets. It's a new effort to monetize the game, and this is going to get bad. I don't think that they understand that there are competing games that are being released that are going to be better than them. And like Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds, 7 Deadly Sin Origins, there's going to be so many games that are in the market flooding here that players are going to literally be able to determine for themselves whether or not they're going to be able to say, I want to invest in these systems. Even worse is that if you watch the state of play with like Xbox 360 or Xbox in general, they're already launching a web-based version of being able to play their games on there. So how many players are going to be like, let me jump over to that? Because now you're going to be able to use your Android tablets, your iOS tablets, your phones, and so forth like that in order to play the games on the go. Do I need to have these monetized systems when I can play a full-fledged game for $50? I don't know about you, but I'd rather play a shitty full-fledged game from Xbox or PlayStation and, you know, spend that $50 there for a full-fledged title than to be monetized to death with games like Marvel Future Revolution and Diablo Immortal. That's just the truth of the matter. So outside of that, there's not a whole lot coming to this new update. We've got the Epic Invasion, the Ancient Invader, which is, you know, Crow and his deviants are basically returning. So we're going to get the new special battle badges from there. There wasn't any information inside this maintenance notice concerning, like, you know, the revamp to Omega and Dark Zone badges inside here. So that's going to be hard to see. And then we basically got new rewards coming in for the battle challenge round. So now for the battle challenge or the battle challenge rankings. So if you place first, right? So if you're first, you're going to get 3 to 5 star core box times 14, and then you get a core booster essence times 60. Guess what? You're going to need that core booster essence because we all know out of those 14 boxes, all 14 of those boxes are going to be 3 stars, right? They're going to be 3-star cores. So you're going to literally need to level up those 3-star cores, and then you're going to get the core booster essence as well. So that essentially, we know the way this works. You're almost guaranteed to get the low end of the probability scale. That's just what it is. Now, the one piece of information that I want to highlight here on the screen for you guys is that we do have a new special companion coming in Kate Bishop. So her skill, she targets the first enemy hit and prioritizes the target. Her collection stat is going to be attack. So then we have she decreases the target's defensive movement speed. Okay, so then the Unrefined Core is going to be added to new special reward and special operations. This is not revamp of content that's currently there, because basically you're just putting in a monetized form of playing the game that we know is going to be monetized, and this doesn't add to the rewards. We didn't need booster essence. We didn't need unrefined cores. What we needed for you to do is to go into the system for core boosters that have been shit since this game was released, that we have complained about since the game's release, and make a change, a numeric change inside the code. And don't fucking tell me that this is not possible for you to do. All it required was for you to change the probability rates and increase them, so that way 5-star cores weren't at 10% and they were at something more reflective of what it is for your players to proceed in the game. 30%, you know, something like that, 40%. It shouldn't be 10% a success rate there. At that point, you just told us what you want us to do. Now, I think something that's going to piss off a lot of players is that we basically got some hero balance adjustments inside the game. Yeah, Captain America is getting a nerf. So his combat leadership, the captain's provocation, is getting a damage decrease from adjust all damage decrease from 57.3 to 42.2. So pretty much 5%, right? And then we've got a provoke range is being decreased by 200. So why? Captain America is still Captain America in this game. And the truth of the matter is, if you're playing against a level 3 million Captain America player, 2 million Captain America player, and you're not at that level, it's going to feel like Captain America is just a problem. It's going to feel like if Captain America is a wailed out Captain America, he is going to feel like problems. He is not that fucking great though. Like if you've played on Omega Flight, it's not like people are running around with equal whale accounts and like a equal level, Doctor Strange is having an equal problem again. Like that doesn't make sense. Like why nerf this character? Like why? I just don't get it. Captain Marvel is getting some buffs on her attacks as well. You can see her range is being adjusted from 225 to 500. She's getting slight increase in projectile speed, slight reduction in animation length. We already seen how that animation reduction thing works, and it's not that great. Increase the attack range. Like there's no, to be honest with you, I think what we've seen from their ability to buff, debuff, buff, or nerf characters inside this game, it is inspiring the most confidence in the player base. Like if we looked at what they did when they did Doctor Strange, it is inspiring the most confidence, right? Like overall, the buff and nerfs of the game have not been handled very well by the development team. That's just the bottom line truth about it. It has not made players happy at all in the very slightest. Spider-Man is having a change to his skills as well, where he's getting a nerf. Web swing is changed to skill usage disabled while sprinting. What? Web shooter mastery, web shot, electro web changed so that the skill damage is not applied at once by canceling the skill motion upon using dodge. All right. And then we've got my man Doctor Strange. So his skill damage for his ultimate skill, instead he's going to have a damage reduction of about 25% for 4 seconds after the start of the ultimate skill animation. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. This is just the problem is being interrupted in your ultimate skill, right? He takes so much damage that you're not going to be able to mitigate this by just giving him a 25% damage reduction. That's not whatever. His ultimate skills in this game, by and large, are not that freaking great. There's very few characters in between that have ultimate skills inside here, so they might as well just call them something else because they don't feel very ultimate. And then we got Dark Magic Shifting Sands, which I don't think anybody is using, and I don't think anybody is still going to use. But they basically reduce the number of stacks that is needed in order for you to banish someone to the mirror dimension for 2 seconds. Ain't nobody using this skill. Like it was a bad implementation. It's a bad employment. 2 seconds is not a long time for someone to be banished to this mirror dimension, and accumulating 4 stacks on them or 5 stacks isn't whatever, man. I'm not even going to get into it because I'm trying not to be so negative Nancy about it or whatever, but it is what it is. So they also have some stats in here, changes for the Alliance raid, basically just things to do stuff while you're inside the Alliance raid or channeling up for the Alliance raid. And then we have the costume stage chat improvements that are being made. Basically, if you this lets you know how bad things are, right? Because basically what it is that there's not enough stats in order for there to be a great enough probability that you won't land on the exact same stat that you already have. So what's going to happen is that the AI will re-roll and re-roll and re-roll until it realizes that it either is going to land on the same stat or it lands on a different stat. If it lands on the same stat, then you won't be charged the resources that are needed. I can see this just getting so screwed to pooch inside the system. I can see it's so screwed inside here. Yeah, I'm worried about that. I can just see it being messed up. There's a couple of other changes here that really aren't that are important. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff in here that aren't really necessarily that important. And then a bunch of fixes below. We got a lot of ending events, especially like America Chavez's special offer event, the star token crafting event. So whatever remaining star tokens that you have, make sure that you get over there to the Star Token Crafting Shop. Make sure that you've completed the primary Earth adventure if you can. I haven't been able to. Don't know why. What did I do that I can't? Oh yeah, I don't know. But make sure that you get inside the Star Token Crafting and finish out those. There's going to be that basic daily reward count because those events are ending. Funny enough, I wanted to show you guys this because it was hilarious, right? I literally spent the time to get this, and it lets you know what I'm talking about. about. So I literally went in here to get the premium companion box, right? Which says 4-star special companion, a 3-star special companion, or a companion summon ticket can be acquired at a set rate. What did you get from there? I would love to know what you got, because I know what I got and I wasn't happy about it. I got 5 fucking, I'm not kidding you, man. I ended up with 5 companion summon tickets. And now I used that with 5 summon tickets that I already had. And you know what I got from the shop? A whole lot of nothing. So that lets you know what I'm talking about when I say these shop items. Like, it just wasn't worth it. To be honest with you, I wish I had just purchased outright the America Chavez, you know, to get the 30 bios from there. But, you know, it is what it is. So nothing lost, nothing gained, because it was what it was. But that is what it is in a nutshell. I hope you guys are enjoying the game still. I'm wondering about the future of Moral Future Revolution. I'm still waiting on King to produce that video, so that way we can see what he got to say about the numbers. You got to be kidding me. That was from the 8-week check-in right there. So Yandu, thank you. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.